Hi guys, got a couple of requests here to do ground effect vehicles. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the guy's name. Well, Kamoi Infavonxa, well, gave it a try anyway, and also ZML. They've asked for ground effect, and the way ground effect works is similar to a hovercraft but not the same. A hovercraft pushes air out underneath, uses a fan on top to blow air out underneath and build a cushion of air, whereas a ground effect vehicle uses the forward motion to capture air underneath and form a sort of a cushion. I'll put a link in the video description to the Wikipedia explanation, but that's the easiest way I can explain the difference. Hovercraft blows air underneath and makes a cushion. Ground effect uses the movement of the vehicle to create the cushion. So, good old pizza tray. What I'll do is probably cut it up a little bit. I'm thinking of just cutting the front off it and cutting a gap at the back, putting a fan on top that's just going to point backwards so it pushes it forwards, and see if that's going to have enough effect to capture air underneath and make it float, in effect. I expect after that we'll have to try and sort out the balance and everything to make it actually fly in a straight line. But we'll try the simple bit first. I'll just find its flattest point, because it's a bit bent there where it's been stacked up, and say, cut the front off, cut a little bit out the back. That means I've got a bit of a scoop effect underneath, and see if that will actually lift itself off the ground as it moves forwards. So this is just entirely guesswork at the moment, just for the first attempt. Didn't put my glasses on. That's better. So all I'm going to do is mount a small fan on top of there to see if I can blow it along and see if that'll pick itself up. Right. That's the basic concept. Fan on top, battery, and it should push itself along or pull itself along, and as it gets going at a good speed the air collects underneath and it will lift it. Now that little motor and that battery is not enough power to move this on the ground. I've just tried it on some water and it moves along quite easily, but I haven't got enough space for it to build up speed, because that's what it needs. It needs to build up speed so it builds up this cushion of air underneath. So I'm either going to have to put a more powerful motor on it, which will be heavier, or get a Lipo battery, I've got one somewhere, and see if that will give us a better boost to get it moving. Managed to find my Lipo battery. That's the charger, and the Lipo battery is glued to the back of it. It's the one that I was using on my flying delivery van. So now we've got a much more powerful battery. This is one of the more powerful motors anyway. Don't know if you can see the difference in the size there. Let's bring that a bit closer. It's about twice the size of the motor that I was using on the delivery van. So we'll go and give it a try. In the kitchen, so let's see what happens. Looks to me like I need to put a fin on it to steer it. There we are, a very large fin on the back that I've put a score in it so I can twist it either way to give us a bit of left or right. It's pretty lightweight, it won't survive if it tips over. And I can trim it down. I thought it was easier to make it too big and I can trim it down rather than trying to add to it. So we'll give that a try in the kitchen. Let's try again. Battery's just beginning to run down. I can hear a change in the note of the engine. But I think the general idea works. Quick summary. A bit of noise in the background because the oven is on. We're cooking our dinner. What have we got here? We've got a polystyrene pizza tray, an electric motor, that comes off eBay. It's actually a replacement for a Hubsan electric motor. Propeller likewise is a Hubsan propeller, both ordered off eBay. We've got a fairly small Lipo battery and a USB charger attached to it. And that's a bit of a polystyrene tray. No, actually a bit of a polystyrene plate, just as the rudder. Battery was just beginning to run down towards the end there, so it was slowing down, but I think we could see from the earlier runs that that actually works quite well. This is a ground effect vehicle. Can't really call it a plane or a boat or a car, and what happens is as it goes forwards the air goes underneath the lip at the front here, and that creates a cushion for it to move on. So it's sort of flying on a cushion of air, like a hovercraft, but it has to be going forwards to get the air underneath it. We're not blowing air straight into the cushion. Hope that makes some sort of sense. I'll put some links in the video description so you can look up what a ground effect vehicle is.